Hey guys, it's Katie and I'm here today to do my February TBR. Now in February I'm planning on reading 3 or 4 main books. I haven't decided yet, but I'm really excited to read them, and it's full of a variety of stuff that I normally don't read. I've got one fantasy, one kind of classic, and then one or two nonfiction, depending on if I read them both or not. And then I'll have, of course, some sci-fi because Animorphs. So the first book that I'm planning on reading in February is The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. And I've had this book since high school, so at least 8, maybe 9 years. And it's just been sitting on my shelf for so long. I did see the movie. I saw both, the first one and the second one, and I liked them. But also, I was kind of a classics major in college, so I'm a little bit wary about going into something like this with all that prior knowledge because it's what I studied. So we'll see how I feel about this, but I've heard really great things about not only the series, but also the author in general, and so I'm gonna go in with and try and have an open mind about it. So that's The Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. The second book I'm planning on reading in February is 1984 by George Orwell. This is another one of those books that my dad is highly recommending that I read, especially with a lot of the stuff that's happening now. George Orwell just seems to be one of those authors that was incredibly ahead of his time, because a lot of the stuff that he just brought up in his books are kind of starting to come true, or are still just incredibly relevant. I don't know much about 1984. I think it's something to do with like technology taking over, or just the government's always watching you or something. So I'll be interested to see more about that. The third book I'm planning on reading is called Lights Out. It's by Ted Koppel. It has a longer title. I don't remember what it is. It doesn't matter. But I'm very interested to read that as well. It's basically about what would happen, or what to do and what could happen if our power grid and our water supply is cut off. How to survive an attack like that. And it's kind of scary because that's something that could happen, like with North Korea or Russia. And it's just very current, and so I figure I might as well read this book and see what happens, and maybe find out how to survive an attack like that, because that is kind of scary. Then the fourth book, I figure it's an important book to pick up, especially since it's very current, and it's kind of just a lot in it that could be very beneficial. Also, just to get all the facts instead of just be sitting around and just listening to what people feed us. And that is Fire and Fury by Michael Wolff. And if you guys don't know what that's about, it's about President Trump, basically, and the White House that he lives in, and the just whole administration right now. And I also think it's just really important to read, especially as a law student, just getting all the sides, all the information, all the facts that I can to make my own assessment and come to my own conclusions. Like, I really want to see all of the potential dangers that are out there, even more than I already have. And then the final few books, of course, will be the Animorphs series, and I will be picking up with Megamorphs 3, which is called Elfinger's Secret. And I'll continue on with books 30 through 34, maybe 35. So yeah, those are the main books that I'm planning on reading in February. And as I said, I'm really interested, terrified, excited to read them. And if you guys have read any of those books, please feel free to comment or find me on social media and talk to me about them, because I'm not. I'll just come back with another video for you guys soon. Okay, bye.